Welcome back to the Over the Top podcast. I'm Nick. I'm here with my good friends and Brandon.
Juan.
And I'm Chris.
That was cute.
How's everyone doing?
I'm good, man. It's ugly outside.
It's good. You know, there's a lot to be happy about today on this
Spring
beautiful
and
Sunday.
Val, what are you happy about?
Got some big win today. You know, I had to show it off a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
Big
I think
3 points.
we all got.
Liverpool's undefeated run continues. So yeah, I'm happy. Are you guys happy?
We all had decent outcomes this weekend, though. I got 3 points. You got a point. You're in the process of getting 3 points.
I got a point, but my main team's playing right now, so let's see what happens.
This was also
Let's see what happens in the Madrid game.
This is my best week in fantasy ever.
Oh, you referring to fantasy?
Fantasy Premier League. You know what I'm saying? I've never played before. This is my first season. 52.
Once I saw I was in 9th place, I lost track. I don't know if I'm going to play anymore.
That shit is lit, though. Let us know if you want me to, if you want us to consult. Nick is like the director of operations for my club right now.
Did that role just start today?
I'm the sporting director.
No, he
was
was in the role silently for a few weeks, but we're now
it's
ready
public.
to move forward and announce everything. So, congratulations. It's an honor. But let's get started. Let's get down to business. The UEFA Champions League.
Number one league in the world is back. None other than
Saudi's been playing.
None other than the Champions League. Thankfully, European competition is back.
MashaAllah.
Pretty exciting. Some teams that haven't been in for a while are back in the league, like Newcastle, for example.
Spicy.
Yeah.
First time in like 25 years they're back in Europe.
And what a group to come back into.
Yeah, right. What a welcome.
But that's how you want to start it.
Unlucky.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you want to go back. You want to go right back into the fire.
Nothing like the group of death, which includes Newcastle, AC Milan,
PSG Dortmund, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking about Newcastle, they didn't they were dominated by possession by Milan. Milan had majority of the chances to score. It was a 0-0 draw, so it was a good result for them, and away from home as well.
Wait, did anyone see that back heel that Rafael Leao?
Yes. Why did he do that? Like, why couldn't he just shoot it? Like, I have no idea why he tried that, but
Man.
yeah, AC Milan looked good. I mean, they also had the home advantage, and Newcastle's, hey, they're not used to playing Champions League, so maybe that midweek game, but they bounced back strong today for sure.
Historic.
Going to the San Siro,
Historic.
Winning
getting a point,
8-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad result.
right? Like that's got to be something that you have to
Away
take
game
momentum
point
from.
and-
No, especially because they also got dominated throughout the whole play. So from the beginning to the end of the game. So yeah, it was a good result on their end. You can't ever be disappointed with the 1 point coming back home, or
Especially
the
in
next
that kind
game
of
is.
group.
Yeah, so if you look at that group, where do you think they would finish? Dead
Third.
last before a ball is kicked? Was that where people were predicting Newcastle to finish?
I gave him third.
Yeah.
I had them above Dortmund, if
Okay.
I'm coming clean.
Yeah.
I think my prediction was PSG, AC Milan, Newcastle, Dortmund in that league.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That's not a bad.
So that's going to be a group to look out for sure. A lot of interest in that one.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, AC Milan really reinforced a lot of their positions with selling Sandro to Newcastle.
Yeah, Tonali, I was hoping he'd have a pretty big game against his former team. In an interesting situation, it seemed like he was a player who definitely wanted to be there and I guess really take those next steps in his career in Milan, and them kind of just selling him to the top bidder. It was kind of tough to see, but I think Newcastle's going to be a good home for him, even though he's having a little bit of an adjustment period so far.
Yep, and also I think AC Milan, Rafael Leao is bound to have some type of breakout season, whether it's this year or next year. I feel like.
Oh, what did you say? He already had it though. Isn't he kind of already on the scene as the next big star to come out?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about producing an absurd amount of goals like off the wing, you know.
Mm.
Because I feel like he has the ability to do that. Sometimes he just
He
like the
stops backheeling, trying
yeah
to
the,
back into the net.
the final product might not always be there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but he's definitely like broken out in Italy, where I think it was 2 seasons ago where AC Milan won the title. He like won the MVP in Italy. Now it's like the MVP instead of, I guess, like a football writers award or something like that we see in England. But I guess that'd be great if he could really be like that talisman for AC Milan that we've seen over the years, like the Kakas, Shevchenkos, players of that caliber.
I'm surprised you named him. I thought you didn't rate him like that.
Huh?
I thought you didn't rate Kaká like that.
I personally don't, but I do respect that he's the last AC Milan player to win a Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
You know, AC Milan were just in the semifinal of the Champions League last year,
Right.
too. So they really should be looking to do that, you know, the same or if
Did
not
they
better.
play Inter? They played Inter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Milan derby to get to the
We
finals.
spoke about the away and home not mattering anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we
Okay.
Yeah, we
mentioned
addressed that
the change
before.
of the rules, but Milan are exciting side. So hopefully that continues. You know, if they can come out of that group, that would be it's really a coin toss at this point who's going to come out. PSG the favorite, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I mean, and PSG always somehow ends up fumbling in Champions League.
Yo,
In
I
Champions
don't know what
League.
it is.
Historically, that's
yeah.
definitely a fact. And even watching their first game, even though they came out with a 2-0 win against Dortmund, I'll say that they didn't look great. It is the first game, but I know me and Juan have spoken about it a bunch of times, of seeing PSG like their weakest point definitely being their midfield.
Yeah.
With the current state of it, I couldn't see them getting out of the round of 16. It's a long season. I do like Luis Enrique as a coach, so I trust him to really build that team. And, you know, he's very much has like that Spanish style of the 4-3-3, attacking football, possession-based. So we'll see how they progress throughout the year. But
This is also their first
say that,
season
no.
without Messi, so it's kind of like they got to rebuild again.
yeah,
you
without
know,
Messi, without Neymar, they're definitely in. It's a different team.
different way of going about it.
The quote unquote bling bling era, as they say at PSG, they say is over.
I don't know. They still have money to throw around.
Definitely, but it seems like they're choosing like younger on the come up type stars
And Mbappe's
this time
boys
around.
too.
I mean, the win now spending hasn't
And
worked.
Mbappe's boys.
They just
Getting
getting all his
the
friends.
French national team to
I mean, it's
play in Paris.
if I'm paying you that much, I might as well make you happy, and your friends don't suck. So. It's not like Giannis with his brothers just taking him to Ross's spot. I need to win, but to play my brothers too. No, bro.
I mean, Mbappe's brother is on the team, but he's only 16.
He's like what, 12?
Yeah.
Like, come
He's on the first team now, though.
Yeah, and he's
Training.
He looks like a player, so we'll see how he turns out.
Is it like Kyle? What's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan, yeah. Kyle.
Kyle and Killian, if they were twins. Ethan and Mbappe.
But there were some other blockbuster games that, you know, this past Champions League round. Another high one on, I know Brandon's priority was Bayern versus Man United.
Yeah.
That rematch of the 99 Champions League final, United winning that last second. So I think
Far from those stakes.
Listen, that was like
and skill level.
that was the
The
worst
worst,
4-3
yeah.
game I've ever seen in my life.
Yo,
and the fact that United was able to score 3 goals on Bayern, just like they
the
played
scoreline
horrible.
is very misleading.
But if you saw that final
It
result,
should have been like, if you see the final result without watching the game, you think, oh, this was an amazing
Yeah,
game.
the fin-
Did you see
performance.
Casemiro's goal and he's on the floor?
Yo, I think he's on his last legs.
Yo, and then he scored a nice header at the end with Bruno's assist. And then what was the first one for United? I forget.
Hoyland
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah, that was another garbage goal. Like,
hey, they all
Hey,
count
he
the
get-
same.
Garbage
they
goal.
count the same, but like, I mean, Bayern deserve like.
No, I get what you're saying.
I would give Bayern like a 4-1 win if after watching that game.
Hey,
you know what I'm
3
saying?
points or 3 points.
And it
though.
being a
Hey,
like,
at the end of the day, the goal differential does matter. If you
That's
when
true.
you so
That
like
is
the
true.
fact that United was able to score 3, that's good, and they're gonna have to play Bayern at home. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens there. If they pull out a 1-0 result, like or 2-0 or 2-1, You never
Yeah,
know.
A quick
Optimistic,
tidbit. You know, I kind of like the romanticism of soccer. So it was cool seeing. I don't know if any of you saw Hoyland during the anthem. He was like, you could just see how happy he was to be there, playing his first Champions League game, I believe. And not only that, but like for United, where he grew up like a boyhood United fan. It was nice that he scored his first goal, his first Champions League goal for them.
That's fire.
So
First Champions League game, first Champions
That
League
was
goal.
That's tough.
United definitely need like those players with the passion of the club.
That's how I felt about Hannibal when he scored his goal. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while. I like that. He was a crest kiss away from me being like, this is our new. This is what we need in the team.
Who else is in the group with Bayern and United? Is it also
let me see.
It's Galatasaray and Copenhagen.
okay? So that on paper, that's just the
They sound
majority
winnable.
favorite should be United and Bayern to get out of that group.
Correct, yeah.
So would it be a disappointment if United don't make it out of that group, but then progress far in the
It would
Europa
be a
League?
complete disaster. You might
I mean,
just not call yourself Manchester United anymore after that. If you do not qualify out of that group with Copenhagen and Galatasaray in there, please, don't talk about United anymore on this podcast.
He's not bugging.
Like, what if that leads you to get?
I know you feel the same way, Brandon.
That's why I said but
I guess the question from that Val's kind of posing is like, what would you prefer, a Europa League final or a Champions League round of 16 exit?
semifinal Champions League. If you can give me that, I'll
I
take
said
it.
round of
that was-
16.
Yeah, but I said give me a semifinal.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you can give me a semifinal, I'll take that.
Wait, you want a semifinal, a Europa League semifinal over?
No. Champions League semifinal over just like, oh, we won the second best
So
league.
then, what about the question?
Oh, okay.
Knockout stage exit or getting to a Europa League final?
I don't accept the question. No, I'm playing. I guess the final is hardware. Winning is better than losing. Like, I'm not trying to
That means you didn't make it out of a group with Copenhagen
lose.
and Galatasaray.
Hey, at least we still won something.
But that's a chance at silverware. But yeah, I'm taking the Europa League.
Yeah,
final
I'm
over the knockout
absolutely.
stage. But yeah, then you just have to deal with a little bit of embarrassment for a short period of time. That Copenhagen and
It's been-
Galatasaray.
12 years, 13
I'm suffering.
We're not new to this, bro. We true to this. This isn't something that's like, listen,
right.
I
Yeah.
am embarrassed for the first time.
Moving on to other games, let's talk about a little bit about Barcelona and the impact that João Felix and João Cancelo have made on this team
João
so
and
far.
João.
Jow season.
That
5 goals
Portuguese
last week.
connection.
5 goals midweek, 3 goals this weekend against Celta Vigo with their comeback in the last couple of minutes. And I feel like they're either assisting or scoring goals.
Right.
They're making some type of impact.
Which
So-
I love. And I'll say more than that. I mean, obviously the most important thing is being clinical in that end product. But if you actually just watch Barcelona play, the way they fit so seamlessly into that team, and it seems like they're really playing Barcelona style again, the team, more than I'd say like the last year or so. And
Well, it also takes the load off of Lewandowski because last year they were so reliant on him to just be a 30-year goal scorer, 30 goals a year, scorer. So for now that they have the quality of
that's a
João
point.
Felix and the creativity of Cancelo on the wing, it opens up a lot of different scoring and creativity options for Barca. So
yeah,
no, it's great to
Cancelo
see.
is so versatile.
Yeah,
If you
he can
watch
play
yesterday's
anywhere on the
game,
pitch.
they were down 2-0 with 10 minutes left, and by the time the second goal went in, they kind of just pushed Cancelo fully into midfield.
Yeah, scored the
like-
game winner.
That's like the typical Johan Cruyff Barcelona style, having players that can be comfortable in any position. And special note to João Felix, a player that I've been really big on for a long time, is that I love that with Dembele leaving in the summer, it's like he's not even missed with what João Felix is doing currently. So
No, it's
Good
just they
on
got to
him.
make it a permanent deal though. Atletico might play hardball, trying
I mean,
to
yeah,
demand
now
top
you-
dollar.
Especially if he
Once
has
they
a
see him
breakout
as-
season.
price is not today's
When is his
price.
contract? Until 2026?
It's a 1-year loan. Oh, you're talking about his Atletico
Yeah, it's
contract?
an Atletico
I'm not
contract.
sure when that ends.
Probably a long term.
Yeah, it was a pretty long contract when he first signed. But no, I'm definitely happy for him because he seems like he's happy being at Barca. And it's
Yeah.
something that, I mean, he said for a long time, he was like, I've always wanted
Another one
to
who's
play
like
for
childhood
Barca.
dream was to play.
And João
for Barca.
Those are
Cancelo
the best players.
even
though.
said he's like the best team in the world right now is Manchester City, but when Barcelona comes calling, I can't say no. So,
Mm.
I mean, he's always trying to just throw some shade at City.
There's truth to that. To say, you could say the same thing about Madrid. You know, it's just one of those
Yeah.
teams where
Yeah.
Where you can't
It's tough
really
to
ever
say
be
no
like,
to.
no, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Barca makes a good run in Champions League or makes it to even like semifinals. Hey, even finals at this point, because realistically, the only teams that I can see that can compete for that trophy really this
City.
year is City, Bayern, Madrid, Barca,
United.
and Arsenal.
You said
Arsenal. My guy said Arsenal.
Yo, don't sleep.
Wait, why
That's
not
like
Arsenal?
I don't think that's a crazy take.
I'll be honest. I'm not really liking Arsenal right now.
I don't think they don't. Yeah, I'm with you,
They
Nick.
seem like a little disjointed.
All right,
Something
but
about the
all right.
team doesn't seem very balanced.
I don't know. Soccer gets me a lot of points.
So if you
every
were
week.
to if you were to choose 5 teams right now, right?
All right, yeah. If
Out of
you're,
all
if
the
you're
teams
putting up to 5, I guess I could sneak them in there. But
Yeah.
when I say like
Sneak,
favorites,
damn.
maybe like I'm thinking of the top 3 teams. I don't really put Arsenal up there with City and Bayern and Madrid.
Yeah.
Could even throw Barca
They're like
in
that
there.
next step down for sure. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they surprise me.
You have City doing the 2-peat.
It's highly
Not
probable.
exactly, but yeah, I would.
It's not unlikely. You're not wrong.
It's not unlikely. I think
mean,
I think City
I'm
has
planning
the
to see
strongest
that
team by far.
Yeah.
Not by
City
far,
should
but
be
like
the
they
favorite.
definitely have
But
the
Bayern,
strongest
you
team.
can't forget about Bayern Munich as well. You know, they brought in Harry Kane for this real sole
Wow.
purpose of winning the Champions League.
And they're deep
So-
in the other position on the wings. You
Yeah.
have Gnabry, Zane.
Tell
Yeah, I was gonna get the towel. And Kingsley Coman.
boy is nice.
That's your
rate
guy.
that you.
They
bro.
brought in Kim Min Jae from Napoli in
yeah,
the summer,
Napoli.
good center back. Hopefully Neuer comes back healthy soon, and
No, yeah.
you know Bayern's gonna do Bayern things. But like Juan said, I think Matheus Tel is definitely one of those players who's next up that we're
Yeah,
gonna be seeing.
he
a lot
really
of in
he
the
scored
future.
a class goal during the week against United. Actually,
And he
took
scored
it
this
down with
weekend
his
again.
thigh and just hit it one time. And he only played like 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
for him to come in and make that impact,
he
is-
reminds me of like a young Martial, kind of like when
Huh.
Martial first got to United, and he was very like decisive. And,
playing off the left hand
he's
side.
shifty
not so
too.
much
He
central.
will.
Yeah.
He can.
yeah, he definitely
Really
seems like one of
dribble
those
the ball.
wingers that like he'll learn his trade and eventually move into
Move
that
in,
center
yeah.
forward role. And actually, just in an interview, he talked about how he's really loved playing with Harry Kane so far, and Harry Kane is like training him in a lot of things about his timing and kind of like bringing him under his wing. So that's a great person to learn from.
Yeah, it's a solid mentor.
So it's like it's cool seeing that cycle in soccer where I've seen Harry Kane talk about how Jermaine Defoe and Robbie Keane, but especially Defoe, taught him like a lot of those things about timing and striking the ball.
Being a
So,
true center forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane got a hat trick over the weekend too, so that's it seems like he's assimilating very well in
Yeah.
the German culture.
Listen, if you could do it in Skechers, shout out to you.
That's a good deal, bro.
Yeah, so I mean that's I think we got the favorites for the Champions League, but no Liverpool this year.
Unfortunately.
They'll be winning the Europa League.
Tune into the Europa League, y'all.
Thursday nights.
Thursday.
Had to put that in there, but no, I feel like maybe we should all go through like it'd be nice if we all go through like maybe the groups and pick
Pick our
our
favorites.
Favorites.
We make our
and-
brackets, right?
Yeah.
A little
yeah.
bracket together.
So you want to put that together and come back with it next week, or you want to like do it off the fly, or on the fly?
We can just look up. We just pull up the.
Yeah, we can pull it up and then
Yeah, we'll
pick
fill
who.
out a bracket,
Yeah,
have it up there at the end of the season, see who's right,
see who's right.
and then whoever's right gets free brothers.
Pause.
All right.
I mean, you can't really. It's not like March Madness. You can really predict the bracket. But I was
Yeah.
talking more about who's making it out of the
At the
groups.
group
That
stage for now,
yeah,
and then we can revisit it once the knockout stages begins.
yeah.
I mean, I got Bayern and God willing United getting out of Group A.
They should. I mean,
Is that what everybody else has?
Galatasaray
We should
looks
have
like a
done a
pretty-
lot of things.
Let's
Galatasaray
pull
looks
up
pretty
the
good.
group tables and let's see. We'll start from Group A.
I
Yeah.
got it right here in
So
front
the
of me.
first group is Bayern, Copenhagen, Galatasaray, and United. Does everybody have Bayern and United getting out of that group?
That's my hope.
But who
I
finishes
actually
first?
have Galatasaray
Bayern.
and Bayern.
You a hater.
You have Galatasaray and Bayern.
You a hater.
Nah, Mauro Icardi.
You're a
I believe in
hater.
him.
You're a hater.
And Zaha.
Bro, he used to be down. Like
Are you serious?
that's a
You
problem.
actually have Galatasaray and Bayern.
Yeah, I'm
You see how crazy that take was? He said, "Are you serious?"
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take, but hey, if it turns out to be
You're betting against United though, so is it really that hot of a take?
All right,
Yeah.
Scouser. Group B.
Group B is Arsenal, Lens, Sevilla, and PSV.
I got Arsenal and Sevilla.
Those are my picks as
Sevilla
well.
need to finish third so they can get in Europa League. That's a tough one. Okay, Arsenal should finish at top first, and then Lens aren't so bad, so you might watch out for Lens there, but don't sleep on Sevilla. So okay, we'll go Arsenal, Sevilla, Lens, PSV.
What about you, Nick?
Arsenal and Lens.
All right.
Okay.
Long.
Diversity on the pod.
As it's
Long.
long.
Long. Oh, I like that. Okay. Group C.
Group C.
Napoli.
Real Madrid, Braga, Union Berlin.
Union Berlin. Shout out to Fast and Furious. He was the villain when the movies
Braga,
were still
right?
good.
Definitely Braga.
That's like one of the last
That's
good
number 5,
movies.
right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one.
That was fire. I got Madrid
I mean,
Finished
everyone
first.
has Madrid
and
going
Napoli.
through.
But realistically, I think Napoli's gonna finish first.
Hey,
Madrid
through is
second.
through.
I don't think that's that crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not mad
That's
at that.
something crazy to say.
I mean,
I put
yeah,
those two
we'll-
going
they
through.
won the league last year, so
The squad's not the same. The
Napoli
coach is
been
different
balling.
too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got Madrid, Napoli. Does everybody else have that?
Yeah.
Indeed.
yeah,
Okay.
Group D,
Port.
Red Bull Salzburg, Inter Milan, Real Sociedad, and Benfica.
Oh, that's a tough. Group.
That's a tough group too.
This is
Especially
like a
Salzburg started
mid-level
off with
group
a
of death,
win.
kind of.
Inter going through. I'm gonna start with Inter going through.
I got Inter and Sociedad.
Sociedad.
Yeah, I got that too.
I'm tired.
Nick, I
Or we
mean,
could give him.
I'm gonna go Inter and Salzburg.
Inter and Salzburg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm not mad at that.
Group E, Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and
Ooh,
Celtic.
this is an interesting one too. Man, Group D and E are good. I like these. These are
This is
I want it to be Atletico and
I know, this
Celtic,
Feyenoord are good. They
but it
actually-
very well may be
So,
Feyenoord and Atletico
Sidebar:
Madrid.
today, Feyenoord played Ajax, and Feyenoord were beating. And there's like a local derby. They're heated rivals, and Feyenoord were beating them 3-0 by halftime. So the Ajax fans threw flares on the field, and the game got suspended.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
I
this
literally got like a Sports Center
Crazy.
update driving up here. How about that?
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
crazy, wild times at the Johan Cruyff Arena.
Best fans in the world, bro. Europe.
They're in like 13th place, right?
Yeah, 13th out of 18. And
Look at that 13th place passion.
Anytime that they don't win the league is a
Disappointment,
crisis.
yeah.
So the fact that they're in 13th, the fans are literally like
Burn it all
rioting.
down.
It's crazy. Crazy scenes in Amsterdam.
Movie.
Who do you guys got for Group E?
I'm going Lazio and Atletico Madrid.
I'm going to stick with Feyenoord and Atletico. I think those two teams.
I'm gonna say Atletico and Celtic, but it's probably not gonna be Celtic.
Celtic. Ooh.
I got Lazio and Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Group F of death.
Everybody's going with the favorites.
PSG, Newcastle, AC Milan, Dortmund. What are your picks?
PSG,
And
AC Milan.
really, ooh,
That's
Juan,
Same.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing, but I think Newcastle finished third. So
I'll go
Newcastle will play Europa
PSG,
League.
Newcastle, just to not pick,
just
just
to
not
not-
have a clean
okay.
sweep. And honestly, I would have picked Newcastle. They would with 8 different goal scorers today.
It was against Sheffield.
Hey, you can
I
only
get the excitement.
you can only beat who's in front of you.
Group G, Red Bull, Leipzig, Manchester City,
Yeah, get that off.
Young Boys,
And Crvena Zvezda. Zvezda. Crvena Zvezda.
That sounds like a beer.
Let me get Crvena Vets.
All right, this one's pretty straightforward. City, Red Bull.
City Young Boys. Just
I got this. I got the same too as well.
no, yeah, City Leipzig. That's not crazy. And H.
Nick, you got the same.
yeah.
Last but not least,
Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk,
Yeah.
and
I'm
Antwerp.
going Barca Porto.
Barca Porto too.
Barca Porto.
yeah, that makes sense. But
I feel like Porto always makes like a sneaky run in the Champions League.
Yeah, they're always in there. You know what I'm saying? It's not one and done for them,
They're
really.
always the dark horse. Hopefully they could push it a little further this year.
it is cool to see different teams playing in the Champions League now, where it's not just the same. You got your same
Yeah.
top dogs, but for like the other guys to get some burn is pretty nice to see.
Yeah, you were happy
Yeah.
to see Young Boys.
All right,
Young Boys has
like
been in the
two other teams,
Young
bro.
Boys has been in the Champions League for a while, and
Yeah.
it's fun fact their field is turf too, which is pretty cool about it.
Cool.
Huh?
Cool.
Trying to tear an ACL, baby.
I mean, like, how they allow that is my question.
They're in Switzerland, right?
They're the capital.
I believe it's like a
That's
big
like that
cold
college
there,
team.
Burn.
The
Remember-
field would just. I mean, isn't it cold in Russia
in a lot of
too?
places. I know it's cheaper to maintain the turf, of course. So I guess
It's a
maybe
big club and it's in
financial.
Switzerland. I'm sure they'll be okay.
Yeah, they got Swiss banks. They got money.
Money's tight lately.
And Swiss banks.
All the different weather patterns in Switzerland probably has something to do with it. Also,
Yeah.
easier to maintain.
Someone gets injured, do they have to change it, you think? Like another opposing team comes there for Champions League and gets injured?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet. Knock on wood.
All right, before we
But
close this section,
the
out-
last team talking about is just seeing Lens
Lens.
from France in the Champions League is really cool.
Right? Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
They had
Yeah,
a
it's
good
like,
season last year in the French league, so
even for a club the size of Arsenal to be back in it, it's different. They haven't been there since that thrashing against Bayern. So hopefully
Thrashing
they
is
don't-
crazy. That was uncalled for.
I mean, it's what it was.
they were
man.
thrashed.
The Harlem
Yeah.
Thrasher.
No, but yeah, it's gonna be an exciting
Damn,
Champions
shout out
League
to the
season.
JVP.
Yeah,
good.
definitely. Big year coming up.
So yeah, stay tuned
wait,
for
wait,
updates.
before we close this segment out, let's choose Champions League winners
United. Manchester.
right now.
I mean, yeah, as of right now,
Manchester United.
I'll go City with the repeat, but
City.
once we
PSG.
have,
I go
season
PSG.
Once we see who,
progresses-
well,
Brandon,
yeah,
you going
we'll-
PSG?
I'll do PSG for now.
Wow. PSG. I think that's just as wild as United winning it.
Val?
I'm gonna
No
go with,
way.
I'm gonna go with Bayern.
That's crazy.
Bayern.
That's a compliment to United and disrespectful to PSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Bayern's a great choice as well.
I'm going Madrid if Vinicius is healthy.
Shocking. That I'm taken aback, honestly.
I want to see Madrid when Vinicius is healthy, but as of now, I just don't trust they have enough goals in their team. That's like my only concern.
You don't think Drew got it in him?
You know
To
what?
carry him to a Champions
I've seen Jude do no wrong so far, so let's see.
League. Yeah. They're definitely
Nah,
missing
Jude is
that
your best
center
signing in like the
forward.
last decade.
If Benzema was still
Whoa, the last decade?
Mark
You
my
can't say
words.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Was 09.
That was a 9.
09.
I know what I said. Mark my words.
No way. I could.
Mark my words. He's gonna be the best signing in a
In
decade.
the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
When did Luka Modric sign?
No,
All right, you talking
probably
about super influential people. Right?
he's been there for a while, so
Might have been like
I think he
the,
came like the year
2010, 2011.
the last decade is 2013.
they won their first Champions League in a minute in like 2013, 2014, and I
Yeah.
think he came that season.
Post. Damn.
Yo, stop.
So maybe all right. Not yet. Then soon come.
No, I want to say it was like 2012 he left Tottenham.
We have all the technology in the world in front of us, and we're not looking at it.
2012.
2012.
Yeah, okay.
Best in a decade, baby.
Nah, I mean,
we'll see. We'll see. What he has.
see.
I mean, he
Still
has
so
he started the season off really well, so I mean, we'll see if he continues this